All right, everybody, what's happening? I'm sure two of you are here right now, maybe three, but to the three of us, we are motherfucking up today. We are fucking up today. We're getting a little bit of manic energy today. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, but I'm feeling it. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. We are going to get into Cultist Simulator. This is the Commander roast that just went out. So it was up on my computer while I was writing and delivering it. We have to set it live on YouTube. I have to go live on TikTok. I got to get my goddamn $12 for the day. I got to get my $12. I got to get my fucking $12. And you all know this. Green Knight, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry you have to leave soon for class. Oh, that's true. We don't have the Pope robot. Hey, Maul, thoughts on the end of the universe? It's coming. Maul, tell me you love Ratchet Bomb. I don't know what Ratchet Bomb is. I love Ratchet and Clank, but I don't know Ratchet Bomb's gang. Soul, I think cult robes, those have to be an honor for things that are like dedicated rotation. Dedicated rotation. Cult of the Lamb, robes. Deck roasting, robes. King Cow, I think it's actually like, I don't think it's very powerful, but this is 100% commander rather than 60 card. Like, this is infinitely too slow for 60 card. It's too slow for like CEDH. But this is, what this does is this solves a lot of problems that draw go decks have in casual. Because in casual, if you want to play a control deck, it means you want to lose just a little bit more slowly than normal, because you can't play combos in casual or in lower tier casual. So because you can't play combos, but you're trying to play control, you don't have a way to win. But with Azula, every time you do it, you can play my turn, pass, spend no mana. If I don't have a great thing to do on your end step, I can just do your thing on your end step. You know, I can play your best creature, I can play, it enables you to play a bunch of removal and still draw good cards. Because if you do hand rip, you can draw whatever good card. Oh, Ratchet Bomb. Okay, never mind. My fault. My fault. My fault. Oh yeah, this card sucks. Oh no, I have to take this video down. Oh no, I read the card wrong. We gotta rewrite it. I'm so fucking sad now. Ugh. Thank you for catching that. Me when I don't read during your turn. There's only like one line that has to be redone, but it's one of my favorite lines. That's a bitch and a half. Ugh, fuck. Ooh. Being wrong is well, here's the thing. I don't give a shit about being wrong when it doesn't impact the play pattern of the card. Like there's tons of cards where there's like minor typos, but there's been a number of times where I misread a thing, I get the play pattern wrong, and I either catch it right before I publish it or I catch it right after. So this is not a like, yeah, what sucks is now the card is just like crazy bad. So that is more of what I dislike is I did not think this card was uber powerful, but there was at least some type of exciting play pattern to do with it. Flash on your turn is just like that's dog shit. That's the heartbreaking thing. So I actually don't have to rewrite a line. I have to rewrite that. Oh, I have to rewrite that entire roast because I was like, because Innerbeard, I also agree that thief effects are normally overrated, and the only thing The only thing that I thought was redeeming of this card and that gave it a good play pattern was the idea that, like, okay, you can't now draw go can't fuck up. Now if you're doing draw go control, you will always have something to do. So keyboard, it's not a lateral move, but you have to pay is like saying it's a lateral move, but it's 3 times as bad. It's a lateral move, but with 1 power instead of 10. Like it's just that's such a big difference, especially with respect to theft. Like imagine if like Lord of the Void is one of my favorite big dumb idiots. But if Lord of the Void said, when you deal combat damage, pick a creature card from the top 7, you can pay full price for it, this shit would be unusable. I gotta spend, yeah. You got a promotion, but your pay's cut by $5 an hour and you have to move 3 states away. Holy fuck, that's so bad. So Green Knight, if you flicker, my understanding is because it says exiled with Azula, when it says Azula, it means this card. So whatever you exile under Azula, that's all you get to flicker for that, or that's all you get to cast for that instance of Azula. And if you flicker her, you don't get those cards anymore. So it's only whatever. I mean, at least that Azula is still usable in the other Azula because you can copy their stuff thanks to Flash. I'm gonna be real, that's so weak. I love narrative gameplay over powerful gameplay. That's so bad. That's like that it that's like Magic Christmas. That's like Magic Christmas Dreamland to get a fucking pair of like disguise glasses from the dollar store. Like this card is hot dog shit. Firebending doesn't give her red for commander. Like I knew this wasn't great. I thought this was like 5 out of 10. This will be a funny card for people who like to be rude. In my eyes, fully skipped over during your turn. When I had this card in my mind, when I had this card in my mind's eye, I thought it had flash, and I still thought it wasn't that amazing. I was like, oh wow, okay, that's like pretty good for Drago control. You give, you flash in Azula on someone's end step, rob them, and then you can Drago control playing their cards. Like that's workable. It's not going to be great. Um, it's not going to be great, but you could totally make a deck out of that. And you don't understand, Maul, that will be really funny when I double cast someone else's Crater Hoof during combat. That See, Coyote, if that was a plausible sequence of events, that's what the roast would be about. But like that world is oh, wow. Wow, this is awful. Would enters or attacks make this tolerable? No, I think it's the timing and cost. Oh shit, my audio is on the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, that's fixed. Or I mean, Wolf, you could hand rip the Crater Hoof. You could. Oh, that's so frustrating. I really liked this. I really liked what I wrote, and what I wrote works really well in a world where this card is not a pile of useless garbage. Oh, that pisses me off. I mean, maybe I could have left it. I could have left it up for rage bait, but it's too different. It's too different with this being a during your turn. Darkened Auras, thank you for the 15 months in a row at tier 1. Welcome back to the dog home. Hey Mald, I'm continuing to support you while you continue to ignore my endless attempts to roast my favorite commanders, aka a totally normal dynamic. Right, the opponent still has to give it to you. Consider Ludo narrative win since this Azula just makes you want to sigh and give up. Would it be any better if I could loop her with Marchesa the Black Rose? I mean, looping her isn't bad. It's just not special. Like, this is part of the reason I don't talk a lot about... This is part of the reason I don't talk a lot about, like, infinite combos. I like to talk about what can the card do in specific that other cards can't do. And this is just like a super normal removal piece. Like, this is awful. This is like any world in which this card is going off. Yeah, they picked the card. Because the bit of the roast was, I was imagining like, okay, you're playing an Azula deck. That means your deck is gonna be, you're gonna be doing flicker, and you're gonna have a bunch of cheap removal or like cheap hand rip so that you can tightly control what you get to steal. You can point at somebody. You can point at somebody and go, okay, you have to give me a non-token creature and something from your graveyard. Hey, that's crazy. You only have one creature, and I just thought seized like your best thing. Shocker. And then you get to continue doing that, but you can hold up mana to cast their cards on their end step. And thank you to the chatter who pointed out during your turn. But you have to do it during your turn and pay full price. If you got to pick, or like at least if they got rid of during your turn, it would at least be interesting. Can you do an infinite flicker combo with her somehow and just use her to board wipe creatures while leaving yours intact, then just swing for damage by using everyone else's creatures? Probably, but you could do that with like a million other things. You could do that with Hostage Taker. You could do that with you could just blow everybody's stuff up with Urtai. Like at that point, just do any other infinite. Like at the point you are going infinite with Azula to make Azula good, you are just doing a worse infinite than anybody else at the table. Is the firebending supposed to balance out the payment? Trying to guess the design team's logic here. All I can guess about the design team's logic is that there's a bunch of other cards that are super good, and so they made this one super bad because they didn't want to be accused of gross power creep. And yeah, the Azula won't remember. So if you want to win with stolen permanents, you have to not only flicker infinitely, you have to make infinite mana too. Wow. There's a lot of other stuff with firebending that you could swing with to cast the exiled stuff. Yeah, counterpoint. What if I just spent 5 mana a different way and didn't have to run a bunch of dog shit firebending cards? What if I paid 1 more mana to not have to pay for it and then just flickered this guy? Yeah, Drowdigut, we can use the firebending mana. The point is that getting firebending mana is like 10% of the way to a usable effect. Firebending is bad. I thought it was good. Am I insane? Yeah, you're insane. There will be things in firebending that are good. Like, hey, making mana is never bad. Making mana is never a bad thing. Cheating on your taxes is never a bad thing in this game where all of the broken stuff is cheating on your taxes. Firebending is simply not nearly good enough to overcome the, like, 80 fucking tons of manacles that they put on this card. Hell yeah, King Cow. Everybody check your local elections. Everybody vote. Be active. Which is the best Azula? Grixis Azula is good as fuck. Grixis Azula is crazy good. Firebending is good with the Grixis Azula. Firebending is great with Ozai. Firebending is the standard deduction. I might steal that, Pengy. Oh, I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off about this. Because the firebending on this card basically just says, okay, I get to steal from you, and I get a 2 mana reduction on the thing I stole. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not wowed by that. And not that every card needs to wow me, but like when you combine... And also, you're swinging a 4/4 you cast on turn 5. Like, can we be serious? Yeah, theft in general is just kind of meh. Like, if you're playing theft, you're not playing theft to win the game. You're playing theft to, like, send a message. But like, her message is, I'm really weak. Her message is, I'm really bad. I can't remember, in this episode, does she get just shit on? Because then it would at least make some type of meta-narrative sense. You're playing her for control? Yes, this is a bad control card. This is a bad control card. She takes over an entire city. Horrifying. Okay. I think a lot of lines for the roast are intact. But this is just a relatively weak edict effect. And then a relatively weak theft effect. Ooh. That's so disappointing. Volunteer Day, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity. Taddy, they didn't change the card. I missed the words during your turn, which fundamentally it fundamentally changes how I was talking about the card, because the only thing that redeemed this card for me was the ability to play other people's stuff on their turns. Rosework, I'm aware that it's to use the firebending mana. That's very bad. That's very that's very weak and not strong. Fallen Isel, thank you for the tier 1 sub for the 5th month in a row. Yeah, it really feels like the other Azula ate this Azula in the womb. How many Azulas are there? Maybe that's the joke I can make. Oh wow, everything but Fire Lord Azula is garbage. Okay, I think that's the angle. I think that's the angle. There can only be one, and it's not her. What does 5 mana usually get you in Dimir for a creature? Let's look. That's actually a good idea. We shouldn't... I shouldn't just allow my bias of Fire Lord Azula control me. Is creature, is within blue black, is 5 mana. Sir Conrad, Gary, Psychosis Crawler, Peregrine Drake, Massacre Girl, Turgrid, Sheoldred, Scarab God, Fallen Shinobi. Way better stuff. Archmage of Runes. I'm gonna be so real. I'm still about to... I am still building an Azula Cunning Usurper deck. I do not think Azula compares favorably to Sheoldred at fucking all. Maybe in the command zone you make the argument for it to be blue, and then you just have like super bad control. The True Scriptures is wildly superior to Azula's Theft Effect. Wildly, crazily. See, Pengy, and this is why I'm crashing out. I think the functional deck with... no, Alec, man, we cannot. I think a functional deck with Azula isn't functional. The problem with these types of rude cards is if you want to make rude cards, they have to be at least a little bit good at winning the game, because otherwise everyone's just hanging out in a hot tub that Tony shat in. And so this is like... Ugh. This is just being waterboarded with piss. You're not too late for the cult. We still need to start it. I'm just distracted because I learned that my roast was false. Frost Giant, thank you for the Canadian $5 super chat. Welcome to Dog Heaven. Are we looking at Avatar cards today? Lots came out the last few days. No, this was the card I had published a roast on, but I missed the during your turn. And so I just have to change the roast because now the card is like deeply uninteresting to me. 9at, thank you for the 2 months in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Like, I think typically if I miss something on a card, it makes it better than it was before. And holy God, this is so much worse than it was before. Holy God. All right, let's go do the cult. This is my first time with the game. I think the roast will have to be about me having to refilm a roast because this card is so bad. Gurney, thank you for the $2 super chat. Hope your day gets better and your hairline gets worse. I appreciate you, King. Yeah, nobody tell me anything about this game. Begin game. Alone in this chilly city, with my useless education and my dreams, what now could I become something more? Okay, so there's... I am 420 booty aspirant. Work, earn a living, or practice the invisible arts. Menial employment. So can I drag menial employment? Another shift at the hospital. Mopping hallways, delivering post, trundling gurneys. Okay, I think I'm winning. Starry, yeah, this is a redeemed game. Pedgman, I have no idea. The head porter beckons you aside. We won't require your services. Here's your last payment. I've lost my job. At least now I have a little time to rest and my health improves. Dream is unlocked. Funds. Health. Ingredient. Art. Ability. Okay. Oh yeah, I've turned the in-game sound down a bit. Let me know if that's appropriate. I don't listen to game audio because I don't want to be tricked by diegetic noise. What's this? A change in the air. I need funds to live, but perhaps this recent upset of my circumstances is a blessing. Is there something to my dreams? Recall my dreams. It began when I spoke to the man in the hospital. He knew my name, but he's dead now. The pneumonia. Why do I still dream of him? Time is now passing. I get passion. What the fuck is this? Contentment. But I'll only be content for 22 seconds. I don't have... If I have work, I have... Can I drag passion into my dream? Okay. I'm dreaming about passion. Successfully. Landmine goes click. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And that 100-day streak of asking for Tolsmir. I will let you know, paying me cannot get your commander roasted ahead of time. I do appreciate that generosity, though. Something I can do, something I know, or something I am. I don't think I have those. I don't want to trade my health for... There's a letter from the solicitor. The old man in the hospital that I dream about has named me in his will. Interesting. This is still running. Okay. I get funds. I get a bequest. And I get reason. Can I study the bequest? I'm going to approach the bequest with reason. Yeah. I'm a fucking genius. Alright, this game's easy. No, for $500 you couldn't get a commander roast. They're asking for a commander roast. There's no price on that. If you want to get a commander roasted instantly, you have to pay me like $2 million. You have to pay me so much that I can never post another one because it will be selling my creative integrity. I have based a massive amount of my channel on the fact that if you request a roast, I'm gonna pause to talk about this. I've based so much of my channel on the idea that if you do a long streak of requesting a roast, I'm going to honor that and talk about the thing you asked me to talk about, even if it sucks. And so if I compromise that for money, it has to be so much fucking money that the fact that the integrity of my channel is gone doesn't matter anymore. And then I'll still just do all the stuff anyway, but it won't matter that people don't trust me anymore. What about a nice $750,000? No. Take your refund. Doesn't matter. We also need to do the manual ad break. Hello, disregarded rambles. Let me unpause. Okay, what do I have? I have glimmering. Glimmering can be used to study to gain passion, but it only lasts a couple minutes. I also have exhausted passion. Oh, this card can't be used, but it can be recovered later. Okay. Temptation enlightenment. Notes on a possible collaborator. He believed I had potential. A watchman's secret. Each hour has its color, but color exists only where it's light. So I need to dream about... What's this thing? Not a watchman's secret. Not passion exhausted. Temptation enlightenment. Meditate on my goal of unearthly knowledge. Indeed, yes. Study. I'm going to study the directions to Mortan's shop. I'm going to find this man. Time passes. I must have funds to live or I will become ill. Okay. I have 9 funds. I'm still pretty good. I have not seen Fire Nation's turret. I really hate that the default pop-up covers the resource cards that I'd be putting in. Who fucking... What? Who made that? Okay. I have Mortan's shop. Can I work in Mortan's shop? No. I'm not reading that. Explore. Ah, now that I've found a location, I can explore it. Give me Mortan's shop. Cost. Is the empty space in the bowl... I'll pay you in passion. Can I pay you in exposure? Alright, we're investigating Mortan's shop. I'm dreaming about the temptation of enlightenment. Study. Notes on a possible collaborator, for sure. Let's look for that. I don't think I, like, have anything... Ah, I haven't used my glimmering. That's fucked up. I haven't used my dopamine high for the day, and now I'm gonna have depression. Yeah, the bad thoughts are getting in. So I get a collection of poetry, and then it's Mortan's shop again. Let's go explore the occult shop. Oh, there's like a million fucking things happening. Let's dream again. Dream about passion. Find a potential collaborator. Mystique! I can use it to attract the attention of hunters. They can't use it to build a case against me, but it will encourage them to look harder. That's fine. I don't care how they be looking at me. How many funds do I have? 6? That's fine. Study. I'm going to study a collection of reading. What's this? An acquaintance. The reply to your letter is courteous if cautious. So I now have talk and I have Dorothy. An enthusiastic sort with an eclectic reading habit. So this is really just ADHD simulator. Is this what's happening inside my brain all the time? I do not like that. What is this? Fleeting reminiscence. I feel like I need to dream about that because I only have it for a minute. They're taking my fucking money. I hate you. I've talked to Dorothy. I got notoriety. Certain acts are not quickly forgotten. It'll let the hunters build a case against me. That's fucked up, genuinely. Okay. This is coming off. The crowd's asleep. Why can't I... Okay, there's also Strathicone's residence. I'm going to put these locations up here. I'm going to put people over here. I'm going to put bad shit over here. Can I not pick, please? Why am I dreaming about doors and shit, man? Elegman, I'm talking about the game. I'm going to be so real with how this is progressing. I will probably not be able to react to a lot of in-depth magic questions in chat. Because I am not pausing. I will tell you that. I will tell you that for free. There is no shot I'm pausing. Okay, I'm going to study these influences with... Oh, I can't use passion right now. With health? With mushrooms. With mystique. Fuck me running. With enlightenment, I can't do it. Okay. That is a bitch and a half. So I think passion is fucked unless I cheat it, and I don't want to cheat it because I'm not a loser. Let me zoom in a little bit so that we can all read this together. Okay, so I want to dream. I can't dream about a Watchman's secret, but let's talk about a Watchman's secret. Why can't I? Okay. I have dread now. Let me dream about... I'm going to meditate on my goal of unearthly knowledge again. I'm going to work in... Can't work in Mortan's shop. What do you mean I can't work with dread? Okay, give me some money. Where do I want to explore? I will explore Strathcone's residence. The leader... Oh, I need followers. Ah, this is where I need to have the cult. Okay. Glimmering, a lesson learned. Use this with your imagination skill to improve the skill and gain passion. Oh, I don't have imagination yet. I have studying, but I don't have imagination. That's crazy. I don't think reading the reason does anything. I'm gonna study a Watchman's secret with dread. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Game sucks. What's this? Mortal frustrations. Restlessness. Maybe that has something to do with a Watchman's secret. I promise you bodily I am not reading any of this. Marty the Goat, thank you for the 6 months in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. You're already in the cult. An adversary. The weary detective. Can I study my adversary? No. That's interesting. I'm getting tempted again. Do I have funds yet? I have glimmering and I have exhausted passion. That's not funds. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fucking die. Straight up, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna get murdered by... yeah, whatever. I'm gonna dream about dread. Clear my mind. Reminders. Glimmering? It must have contentment. Okay. So to get rid of dread, I have to have contentment. I don't have any contentment, and I don't know how to get any contentment. Passion's ready again. Just got restlessness. I can do more exploring, but I need to explore with funds, and I'm basically out of funds, and I can't work because I don't have anything that will allow me to work. I need ability, benefactor, desire, or right or job. I have more dread. I'm gonna talk to Dorothy. Broke ass loser? Come on. Come on, I'm not a broke loser. I'm a broke winner. I'm just not winning yet. I've begun my true work. The authorities will take an interest in me. Okay. We've begun to establish the cult. It needs more to get followers. Can I dream about money? Oh no, I do not want to buy opium. Thank you, game. Can I dream about my notoriety? No, I can't. Get the funds, Batman? There's no way to get funds. I have nothing that can be used to work. An affliction. So I have to cure my afflictions with funds or vitality. So I get more notoriety. Can I talk to this loser? Let me... Perhaps we could parlay, or perhaps I could ambush them. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so we have no... We're rapidly getting sick. Yeah, but I worked with passion before and it didn't give me money. It gave me exhausted passion and no money. It's like real life. You need to attract a bunch of coders that didn't fit in around the Bay Area. Yeah, we need to be talking about like how can I post a TikTok about waking up at 4 in the work section? That's because you didn't read it, Mauled? Why would I need to read it? If I have to read, it's a bad game. Mauled, which one of these cards is the Ancient Tomb? I think it's this one. Oh no, I have to choose Founding Principles. I don't have any founding principles. I have no beliefs. I'm like Andrew Tate. We have to add lore. But I have to find lore to do that. I need funds to explore this shop, which I can't do. I could study. Oh, I got some fucking contentment. Okay, so if I dream with reason, I can get contentment. Get fucking dreamed on. Oh my god, I got some goddamn money. God bless. Alright, exhausted passion can't do anything. What the fuck does glimmering do? It can be used with study to gain passion, but it only lasts for 3 minutes. Alright. Nani fucking Deska, brother. Said can be used with study to gain passion, and when I drag and drop it into study, nothing happens. Curiouser and curiouser. This game sucks, dude. Okay, we have more notoriety, which I don't really think matters. I'm playing the game so slowly that I don't build it quickly enough for it to get me. Yeah, Bone Lord, we're playing variety games tonight, not roasting. More passion. More passion. First thing is you gotta learn to love the grind in this game. Well, I already loved the grind in real life enough. Did the detective die? Yeah, I killed that man. I killed him dead. We had a meeting, and I murdered him. It was great. Okay, only UI tip. Dragging sucks. Clicking twice is easier. Thank you. That is very useful. Okay, fleeting reminiscence. What if I dream about you? Decrepitude. Some wounds never quite heal. I have dentures forever. This is painfully realistic. So I don't have anything to study. I guess I'll dream on my goal of unearthly knowledge. I can't work quickly. I got contentment and chill fucking as, man. Okay, clerical work. Find work which will spare my body, if not my mind. I only have 2 notoriety. That's not very bad. Well, I have 3 notoriety now. That's a little bit worse. Fleeting reminiscence. Can I study the fleeting reminiscence? I can. Can I study with... I have no more glimmering because I did everything too slow. Oh no. Yeah, I love how glimmering just can't... I'll need more than 1! Oh, this game, bro. This game. This game hates me. Sure, give me my fucking contentment, dog. Oh, I need 2 glimmering at once for this to matter. Fucking wowza. And I'm dead. And now I'm dead. Okay. Where will they find me? I'm not here. In my end, my strength was insufficient to sustain my failing heart. I was ill or starving. I had no health remaining. I should have ensured I had money! I remember this game being hard. This seems like a roguelike, basically. It feels a lot like Hades, except you don't get to do any cool karate moves, and it's just a lot of reading. I don't want any tips. I'm gonna break this game open. We've been playing for 20 minutes now. I'm breaking this game in the remaining 40. I did die from being broke. I did die from being broke because I had not figured out how to work, which is very ADHD of me. So we're gonna run it back, and now I understand how to set up, determine my legacy. I can be the detective, the bright young thing, or the physician. I'm very smart. I would be a doctor. I'm gonna work at the Institute. 420 booty aspirant was a difficult patient. If you're new to the stream, welcome to the fucking naming convention. This is now 421 Booty Aspirant. We will overcome. We return to work. Okay, so I have funds, I have a position at the Institute, and I have my health. So presumably I can just spam this. Work the Institute. Long hours, but good pay. So this is probably gonna fuck up my brain a little bit. Where is notes on the case of 420 Booty Aspirant? So this is what I need to study. Oh, and I can use S. We're gonna be hotkeying it. We're gonna be hotkeying it to fuck up. Name characters after Twitch subs. We would be doing that if we had more than an hour. We're not gonna have enough time in this game to really get away with that, I don't think. Not 421 Booty Doctor. No, I am always an aspirant. I am always aspiring to something greater. So studies coming up next. I don't know if I'm gonna collect anything useful out of this. Okay, more directions, it's fine. Dream. The invisible light. In sleep, I am a crooked tree. Moths crawl my bark. Dawn begins, but the light is invisible. Okay, me when I have funds. Me when I keep making funds. And then I just need to make sure I'm staying on top of my dreaming. I get contentment. Contentment defends against dread but doesn't last. Okay, I found Mortran's shop. I don't think I have enough money to get to Mortran's shop. Let me study this occult scrap. Alright, we out here dreaming. We out here studying. Why didn't this start? Oh, study with. I'll use more of my reason. Nani Deska! Oh, I can study them together. So I need 2 scraps of this. That fucking sucks. Let me get my fucking funds. Gotta run this back. Okay. So we keep working. I'm exploring the occult shop again. The Watchman's Eye, Reason, Dimmed. I get Passion, a Watchman's Secret, and Enlightenment. Whatever, collect. Reason dimmed. So this can't be used, but will recover soon. I can't study a locksmith's secret. I need another type of lore. Can the occult scrap? Ah, I can study both of their secrets. I'm a genius. Collection of essays and Mortran's shop. Alright, let's explore Mortran. No. I've already been there. I don't need to explore it again. This is opening up. My dreaming is about to be done. Never mind. I'm dreaming about doors like an idiot. Like a fucking loser. I don't think any of these are worth exploring. Okay. Restlessness, but I have more reason now. Is this solitude? Contentment. Beautiful. Fleeting reminiscence. Okay. Let's dream. I can't dream of restlessness. I have a little bit of reason. Let's Rhaenyra, an acquaintance. Okay, I think my least favorite part of the game so far is that I just have to keep, like... This is like an idle game that hates you. And I don't dislike the game, but I do think that is my... Yeah, I'll dream about passion. I do think that is my least favorite part of it, is that I have to always be watching that thing at the top, and if I don't have... Need to wait out notoriety. Okay, I have dread, so I need to dream of dread with contentment. Let me get my dread, and my contentment has gone away because I'm a dumb little bitch who got the timer wrong. You can pause if you are a loser. You can pause if you're a coward, but I'm not a coward, and so I'm not going to. Yeah, it's a game of like spinning a million plates. It's really just like Autism Life Simulator. How's that different from a normal idle game? Because if you don't click in a normal idle game, you win slower. If you don't click in this game, you die relatively quickly because you're constantly battling. You're constantly battling the war of. Hold on. Can I study notoriety? No, I can't. I don't have any contentment. Please, motherfucker. I think I still have too much notoriety to make any big moves. I don't know. I think I've been at 3 before, actually. Why am I constantly dreaming with no ability to interact with it? Whatever. Do I need to study these things? I could study a collection of essays. What's this? An adversary is using up notoriety. That seems good. I have 2 dread. I have to deal with my dread. No, I do not want to trade my health for that. I need to get contentment, I think, which I think I dream with. I think I do that. What do I get? Weary detective. Okay. Let's talk to him. Let's kill this man. Arrange a meeting with the adversary. Okay, so we have a bunch of funds. We're gonna explore Mortran's shop again. Something is using up my dread now. Bleak thoughts. Erudition, a lesson learned. I'm ready to improve. Use this with scholarship to improve and gain reason, but I don't have any of that. Oh, and I'm not working, which means I'm dying. I'm not working, which means I'm being killed. I have 1 notoriety right now. I have 1 dread. I have this about to come off. I got more books. I love books. Tell me about the books. Even I read. Lost a musical contest and was flayed by Apollo, who later regretted it. Can I explore a concept? No, I cannot. Fuck. I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him, and now I have more notoriety. Trembling in the air. Fascination. Okay. Old, unhappy, far-off things. Moth finds the light in the dark, and so do I. That's worrying. I have a shitload of reason. If I dream of... Oh, my dread's gone. Okay. I don't know what that does. Having never played this and only listening while you're working, it sounds like you're having a complete and total breakdown. That is accurate. That is highly accurate, and I have to keep working. If I ever stop working, I die instantly. The moth is done. I have restlessness. I don't think I'm dying. I have health and vitality. I think I'm surviving. A thunderous secret. There are common sentiments in every thunderclap. Let us acknowledge them. Real. Can I study this? I need to use this with my scholarship skill. Okay, that makes sense. I can't study enlightenment. I can't study that. Oh wait, I can... Okay, I can explore. So I'll explore again, sure. I have begun my true work, but the authorities are fucking on to me. I'm down to 2 funds, so I have to watch my funds a little bit more. Chard, we're making a cult right now in Cultist Simulator. I'm tweaking a little bit. I'm gonna read, yeah. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna read smut. Okay, so we still have too much. Restlessness is going away. I don't know if this is good or bad. Oh, this is bad. I have to feed it contentment, but I don't know how to make contentment. I made it accidentally a couple times, which... That is a little bit too on the nose even for me. I don't have passion, but I have funds, and I have more work. So I think I'm just dead when this? Yeah. Exotic crate? Oh no, am I a freak now? Oh god. Okay, they made me a little freak. I'm gonna dream of more reason, see if that gets me contentment. Despair overwhelms me. Okay. So I know how to make money. On the next run, I have to figure out I have to figure out and commit to memory, how do I manufacture contentment? Not being able to stop these is also tough as hell. I'm just dead in 20 seconds, so we can just hold this down and get murdered, because there's nothing we can change at this point. Much like real life. Okay. So I know how to handle the money loop. The only thing I don't know how to handle now is how do I make contentment on demand? Wow, this game is really on the nose. I would love to have a gentle talk with the author about maybe not calling motherfuckers out like that. I don't want any hints. I'm a genius. The game is easy. I will figure it out. Because I've also already made it multiple times. I just don't remember how I made it because I'm not reading anything. Maybe the physician actually has a harder time making contentment. I think that would track with dentist suicide rates. Unfortunately, Maul, this game is entirely about reading. Unfortunately for you, I am the avatar of vibes-based decision making. I will figure this out. I will not read. I will not pause. I will not be broken by the desires of this game. I will crack this code. And I am reading. I'm reading when we make progress on the cult. I'm just not reading about dumb things like my day job. Wolf, congrats on the $36 tip. 422 booty aspirant. Alright, I have notes on the case. I'm studying them. Get thee hence. I have my health. I have my funds. I have another shift at my job. Do dentists have a high suicide rate? What? Yes. Terrence, I did not die from poverty. I died from despair. I've cracked the money loop. I just haven't cracked contentment production. I feel like the one working brain cell in a neurodivergent person. That's what this game makes me feel like. I feel like the one brain cell that's actually trying to get us to like take showers and wash our hair and like go for walks and stuff. And I'm just staring down the barrel of like TikTok scrolling and idle games and a shift at Jamba Juice. Belief. I could give in to the dreams, but they will devour my reason. Okay, so I fed it. Interesting. I got contentment, but I didn't put anything. It just fucking happened. I didn't put anything in there. I just got it. That's not great. That's not great for figuring out how to do it. I don't have more of this. I will dream of... Yes. Sometimes this will provide contentment. Got it! Grind set. Grind set locked in. Grind set locked in. I did read a little bit, but I felt it. I felt it before I read it. I don't have enough to study the occult scrap. I have dimmed reason. I have passion. I have secrets. Huh? Why can I not... Why can I not... Okay, that's weird. I could do that on the last run. That's strange. Okay, I now have restlessness, but I don't have any dread. Oh, hotkeys are crazy. Zoria, that's not genie advice. Saying genie advice, process of elimination, dumbass, is not genie advice. Okay, so I think dreaming of health just gets me contentment. Okay, I also got contentment here. Ooh, Victor, an acquaintance. Sounds tight. Sounds tight, sounds cool, sounds dope. What's restlessness gonna do? Turns into dread. So now I have to handle this with some of my contentment. Mystery organization, I have a little bit of notoriety. Strathcone's residence, but I need a cult to do that, so you don't matter. I've learned a thunderous secret. Establish the mirror of glory? Oh, hold on. No, I wanna... Hold on. I need to hot swap this when it... There we go. Alright. Dread loop handled. I am running it to the fucking... Oh, I'm gonna speak publicly about the invisible arts? Yeah, that won't go wrong. I have passion. I'm dreaming away one of my dread right now. Can't study with that. I still have one more dread. Can I explore Victor carnally? No, I cannot. Fucked up. No, 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 no. Okay. I think that handles it. Okay. That does something. I don't know if this is making... I don't know if I'm on top of the dread loop quickly enough. None of these matter. That's upsetting. Can't explore Strathcone's residence because I'm a fucking loser who doesn't do anything. Can I just study reason? Read whatever is to hand. So Dread's gonna become despair. Hello, Cakey Eater. Thank you for joining the stream. Taking more funds. The wrong kind of attention. Okay, so the cop is gonna enter soon. I get a collection of essays. Too bad for him. I'm already fucking reading because I'm different. I got fleeting reminiscence. I don't think enlightenment is gonna dream what I need it to dream. Why can't I put that there? Ability, funds, way back to the dream, desire, or ill health. What the... Yeah, fuck it. Drugs. A hanger on a thunderous secret mystique. Okay, attracts the attention of hunters. They can't build a case. Weary detective. I still don't have any fucking contentment. Okay, but I will in 30 seconds. So if I'm on top of the money loop, that will keep me on top of the contentment loop because I can just buy drugs about it. That's horrifying. That's not great. My breathing has been labored. Oh my god, now doing drugs is problematic? Come on. Oh, and I didn't even get contentment. I think I'm just dead again. Jelkit for free contentment. Horrifying. Maybe if I dream... I mean, this is dreaming in... Oh, okay, okay. So I did make contentment and just immediately ate it. Alright, that makes sense. Let's keep going back to work. Still have 3 funds. I don't have a lot of notoriety right now. Why can't I... Once you've established a cult, use talk with the cult to recruit an acquaintance to your cult's followers. But I can't... Okay. A trembling in the air. Fascination may provoke visions. I don't have any fascinations. Can I use erudition here? I can't. I'm still having heart palpitations. Oh, my first recruit. Victor, get in here. You're being recruited. Ah, the clouds have parted. An affliction. So it's the fleeting reminiscence and my reason. I'm sorry, with my affliction and my goddamn it. Dream on affliction. Okay. Oh, I got the Mirror of Glory. That's hot. I got temporary headquarters. That's hot. Okay, the rise. It's beginning. Can I explore my own headquarters? No. Fuck. There's another detective. Okay. I'm going to dream on my affliction. I'm going to feed it money. We're going to start. I'm going to collect my money. I'm going to go back to work to stay on top of this loop. Get over here. Stop trying to trick me by being far away. I have more reminiscences. I have restlessness. Okay, but it's not yet. Can I study my own restlessness? I can. Oh, never mind. No, I can't. I don't have enough goddamn glimmering. Improve my reason. Excellent. So I have Victor, who's a believer. Discuss occult business with a follower. Excellent. That sounds good. I'm fucked again. Okay, wait. I might get my health back right in time. I might get my health back right in time. Okay, I did get my health back. I'm gonna dream on... Try the Wandering Mind? I don't remember what this does. Using... Oh, fuck, I have Dread again. God. I don't know where the fuck Victor went. I think he's dead. I think they fucking got him. Oh no, he's in here. I have another affliction. I think we're just dead now. Fucking, I'm almost out of funds. Nope. Go to Strathcones. You're in charge. You are only partially funded. Good luck. Erudition, a lesson learned. I can use that with scholarship, but I don't fucking have any. Alright, I'm gonna jump this detective in a back alley. I think I'm gonna get killed by this affliction. Oh, no, no, no. What's gonna get me is dread. I need contentment again. Dog. I'm so cheesed. I'm so fucking cheesed, man. Nope. Dreaming about a reminiscence doesn't do anything. Dreaming about passion doesn't do it. I have more money. Yeah, let's do some hard drugs. We gotta get content. We gotta get content quick. Perhaps I shouldn't have exposed myself. Associate ceremony trappings. Okay, so I can do something with that later. You don't matter now. I don't think you matter now either. Ooh. I can't do any of this. Excellent. Very good. Thank you, game. Okay, I got my contentment. I can't feed this yet, but I will be able to soon. I don't want to dream of reason. A dream of affliction. I don't have vitality. In 10 seconds, I can spend money to heal myself. Parents, we do have a de facto health bar. There are things like despair and disease that are ticking up with time, and if they tick up too long, you die. So it's less of a health bar and more of a, like, strike system on things you can live through. What's this? Okay, so he's been grievously wounded by breaking into a house. Okay. We got Mystique. Oh, good. We got fucking Dread. Thank you. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor. You fuck up. I can't use any of these. Use another type of lore to subvert it. Can I not? Okay, man. Thank you. Thank you, game. Alright, the lore which opens. The lore which opens. Yes, good. I have to keep using all my money on hard drugs. I only have one notoriety. I don't think exploring is going to do me a lot of good right now when I can't pay for it. Let me dream on Dread. Let me dream about this fucking opium. Jay Arlington, thank you for the raid. I hope you're having a good stream, my friend. We are currently in the middle of Cultist Simulator, and I think the best way to describe that is it's a series of tooltips that attempt to kill you. That's what's happening. Yeah, it's a book that tries to kill you. Jesus fucking Christ. I think we're dead again now. I don't think I can get... Yeah, I can't get money in time. I can't get money in time to get contentment to not die. Is AI still okay? I'm losing an amount of money which could be described as unbelievable. AI was never okay. That bubble is popping, dog, as it should. Hello, Dragon Boy. Game sucks, dude. Where are we? Okay, I think we have time for one more run. I think I'm gonna try to... I'll try Bright Young Thing. 423 booty aspirant takes the throne. So work. Can this and that be used for work? A golden day of occasional work. Yeah, that fits me. I only worship artifacts that mill on upkeep. Me too, dog sauce. Stay blessed. We're gonna be doing the Stanley parable after this. All going swimmingly. Excellent. Okay. The Ecdysis Club, a cabaret, an Oriflamme's auction house. We can buy or sell items. Alright, let's go to the cabaret. We gotta pay money to do it, but that's fine. Should I start with Hades 1 or jump straight to Hades 2? If you want to care about the story, start with Hades 1. It's not necessary, but the story, it is definitely improved by understanding both. Okay, so going to that club gets me contentment. As it turns out, having a trust fund is just easier. It's just an easier way to live. Okay. Oh, this and that is gone now. So I can do unskilled labor. Okay, so you get a head start, but you don't get it for long. God, I hate the contentment loop in this game, man. Fucking exploring doesn't do anything. Light leaks through the cracks. My mind is brighter than ever. The higher I rise, the more I see. Oh my god, this is a 21-year-old white man experiencing ego death. Alright, my allowance is tied up in probate because Papa died. Oh god. Ooh, but I get inheritance, so I have a lot of money for the foreseeable future. I'm going to spend it at the cabaret. I am, if nothing else, a supporter of the arts. I'm very excited for my deck roast later. I'm taking the day off to watch without distractions. Thank you, Keiki. I'm glad you are so excited. I am also excited to make you feel very bad in a very good way. Okay, my health is fatigued, but I have vitality, so I can't work again for a little bit, but that doesn't matter. I got more Alright, I just get contentment out of this thing. I'm gonna study Papa's diary. I can't work using fascination, and I can't work at these locations. I have enough funds that I don't have to work for a little bit to begin with. A red secret and reason, a locus for impossibility, a fount of the future, and one who has cut the eye. No, 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 fuck you. Fuck you, user interface. Okay, I can't do anything with it. Fine game, I won't fucking do anything. A chilly atmosphere. It can be used in rites to summon minions. We are very far away from that. I will study just a collection of essays again and improve my reason. Now I have dread. I don't have any of the contentment, so I'm gonna go to the cabaret to get my contentment. Temptation, sensation. Okay, where's my dread? Where's my... Ugh! Okay. So that's handled. Can I use temptations? A great work. Desires are often the means to winning a game. The desire for sensation or power or enlightenment will require a great ritual, but there are other, even rarer desires. Okay, so I can't use that right now. I guess I'll go speak to Poppy Lascelles. Alright, I don't have the scholarship skills, so you just plain old don't matter. I think I've handled my dread for now. I need to go back to the fucking cabaret again. I have enough health to work. But I like can't, like, studying anything doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna meditate on my sensation. Boss, what are you talking with her about? Who, I don't know, a red secret. Oh my god, about passion. Oh my god, about reason. Oh my lord. Yeah, my goal's power now. Yeah. Oh, I have glimmering for some reason. Fucking shit bitch damn. I guess we'll talk to Poppy again? I went to you for contentment, not for excitement. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Question her closely again. Solitude. Oh, there's my contentment. Okay, my goal is power now. Yeah. Hell yeah. Excellent. Let me collect this. I have notoriety for hanging out at a club, bro. That's crazy. That's criminal. They're persecuting me. Now I can dream about stuff. I mean, I can... Oh, I have fucking dread, too. Please. Okay. 6 seconds to spare. We caught the dread. What hunger drives us? How is the temptation for power not an obsession? Just, like... Whatever. Fine. I'm chill. I'm chill. Can I sell a red secret? Can I sell Poppy? No, okay. Can't talk about notoriety. We talk about passion. It's highlighting like I can, and then it won't let me. There we go. Okay, accept her offer. That sounds like something. That sounds like something's happening. Temptation, power, and restlessness. All right. I got more vitality, so that will help if I, like, get sick. Can I study my own vitality? Ah, and I can parlay these into more health. Okay. More reminiscences, but now I have dread, so I have to go back and get some contentment. I don't... Then I'm gonna have fucking heart palpitations again. Oh my lord. So this looks mostly like an active idle game, is that right? That's what it feels like, yeah. It looks like a idle game where you spend much more time... Ooh. Silver Spintria. Intricates of the hidden world, use these to pay for services. I also get a bunch of funds and I get passion. Okay. Something's happening there. I don't know what the fuck it is. I got contentment. Let me dream about my dread. Let me use contentment for it. This seems like more of an idle game where you're constantly trying to stop. Like, you're not trying to idle to make good things happen. You're idling to stop terrible things from happening to you. Yeah, I can use that with lessons learned to gain more health. Vitality. I think I can just keep using my health. I have erudition too. Can be used with study to gain... Not an affliction, bro. Dude, I love unskilled labor. Weary detective. Let me talk to this guy. Yeah, meet with an adversary. Let's talk reasonably. Let's talk reasonably, dog. I don't have any fucking contentment. Son of a bitch, dude. How can money not give me contentment? How can money not automatically make me content? What the fuck? Why? Oh my lord. Okay. We're gonna dream about this. We're gonna get hit with despair. So we have vitality, a lesson learned. No, and I just got the fucking contentment. Fuck. Okay, so the talk did nothing. That's excellent. I could work, but I don't... I mean, I guess we're doing more unskilled labor. I have some funds left, but not a ton. Can I study the Spintria? No, I can't. Amazing. Can't study this. I need more lessons learned. Yeah, sure. Fresh air and exercise. Let me talk to this guy again. Use this. Yeah, we'll talk about this thing. What could go wrong? We'll talk about the weird coin. Collect my health. How does that not? Okay, man. Stop calling the cops to talk about the occult. They think you're weird, but I'm right. But I'm right. Oh good, I've been injured. Did I get something? I just got more notoriety. The cops just think I'm even weirder. I have restlessness. I got strange streets by moonlight. Okay, I'll go explore those. I have fatigue tell I can talk to somebody, but I have nobody to talk to other than a cop who does not like me. My health is all tied up. I'm so tired. Now we have dread to... I'm hurt. I'm in dread. I am suspected by the police. I don't know where to go or what to do with my days. Subtle fracture. Clouds part, walls creak, old wounds ache. I mean, this doesn't make me... Whatever, we're gonna... No, no, no. Talk about it. Why can't I talk about my temptation for power? Fuck. I have an affliction now. Can I work with my affliction? No. Can I work on this thing? No. What's this? What? Okay, man. We're dead again. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, let's go play the Stanley Parable. He came by to pick up that coin you were given. The opening had sacrifice, so I assume it means if I took that route, I think I needed to have a different cultist to offer as a sacrifice. Like I think I got killed in some type of occult ceremony, and I think I needed to have another goon to let them kill. Yeah, and Zoria is confirming. Are we done with all the variety games after this one? No. After the Stanley Parable, we have Expedition 33, which I am thinking of doing like some type of budget Frenchman cosplay for, since that's a bigger game. Um And then I know we have one or two more after that. I think we have Gary's mod, but we may have to redo that with the person who requested it, because the person who requested it in the hopes that we would be doing like big Twitch, like big Gary's mod lobbies of just Twitch viewers, which I think is based on what happened in TF2 is going to be an absolute disaster. So we are probably not going to do that the way they wanted to do it, and we may need to do something different entirely. All right. I'm gonna lock in Cultist Simulator. Great game. 0 out of 10. Amazing game. Direct opposite of the type of experience I would like from my video games. All right. Let me swap this to... Let's run you in a window. Get you over here. God damn it. All right, we're going to have to do the... I'm going to have to pull all the tabs over to make this one work. Favorite chip slash sandwich combination. I don't really eat chips a lot with sandwiches. That's another thing that I've not understood well about like the American cuisine. Favorite sandwich is gonna be Philly cheesesteak. What's the update on best performing variety game so far? Pokemon stands alone. Now we have not returned to Pokemon, which I think confuses things a little bit. I don't think they mean French fries Barsoon, because it is a very American thing. Like if you go to, I wanted to say Subway Surfers, but if you go to like Subway, if you go to Firehouse Subs, there are a lot of like half footer or 1 footer sandwiches where one of the most common like impulse buys or side grades they sell you is a bag of chips. So that's what I think of when they think sandwich and chips, and I just don't get chips. Is the screen normally that small in the game? Let me pull OBS over and see if it's having trouble with my monitor. Was Megabonk or Cult of the Lamb at least second? Um, I kind of. The difficulty with Megabonk and Cult of the Lamb is that they're all kind of tied for like a distant fifth. Is this reacting? No, what in the fuck? Okay, we have to go borderless window because all right, so this is already one strike against Stanley Parable. Are you gonna work now? Holy shit. Holy shit, they hate me. Oh my god. Thank you. Okay. I can still fix this. Hold on. Why are you fucking... Oh my lord, what? What? This is 0 out of 10 bad game off of this interaction alone. What in the holy fuck is wrong with these developers? Drifter, we're not still doing the suggest a game thing. We are doing the we are working through playing the games. There we go. All right, I'm gonna hit the manual ad break and eat some noodles, and then we're gonna get going. What are your opinions on gacha games? I think they're pretty predatory, so I don't play them. The only gacha games that I would entertain are ones where you can still play reasonably on a free basis, and at that point, like, they don't make those because those don't make as much money. Okay, game hates me. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna walk off screen, eat a bunch of noodles. We'll be right back. All right, noodles consumed. I should probably have my headphones on for this one. Okay, begin the game. The end is never the end. That's a good start. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was a great game. It made me think a lot. It made me learn a lot about myself. It made me ask a lot of questions. Like, mainly who the fuck else paid for this and why. But yeah, really good. Any percent speed run. I'm a big fan of it. Now that I've beaten the game a second time, uh, and now that I hold the back-to-back consecutive speed runs for the game, I can really say that this is a useless piece of trash. That is really bad, and I hate it. I think this was designed to run on like a TI-80 calculator, and the fact that I have an actual grown-up computer, and that's really informed by what happened on the third playthrough that we did, is that this is just total shit. Just completely useless. Let me verify the integrity of the like half a gig of game. Riveting gameplay. Really good story. I think what drives a lot of it is the narration. And I know we didn't catch a lot of it because again, any percent speed run, we're making it happen. Triple world champion now. I love loading screen simulator. It's right up there with paint drying simulator and grass growing simulator. This is at least less stressful than Cultist Simulator. Two files did actually fail to validate and will be reacquired. That might be relevant. And you know, on this fourth playthrough, I'm really starting to get a feel for the game. My feelings aren't changing too much. Like when you hold a turd in your mouth for long enough, you can't taste anything but crap after a while, and crap starts to feel normal. So the game is starting to feel normal at this point. But let's see what run number 5 has for us. I don't care. Actually, yeah, I would love to know who to blame. Dave and Will. Oh, you let me out right now. Oh, you let me out right now. I'm task managering your ass. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't get to tell me about your fucking credits. All right, uninstall, reinstall. Leprechaun Hatred. Would you recommend the Gwenum deck that's currently on your Mox field from late September? I would like to net deck one that just works. Thanks. I would not. That one is meant to be a bracket 2 list. I didn't get many chances to play it, but that was meant to be like a one that could play Magic but not that well and would just vomit out silly stuff. I made that specifically to play against people I knew I was going to meet that weekend who had just started playing Magic. And so I wanted something that would be like a little bit funky but was probably going to lose and wasn't going to be overbearing. Icon, thank you for the 3 months in a row at tier 1. It is going to be really good. This is my 6th speed run of the game, actually. We'll see if it holds up to the first 5. And it does. Run number 6, we're holding parity with runs number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go to game properties and change the launch option. How the fuck do I change the launch option to threads? Oh, general tab. Okay. Reds won.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Thank you, Coyote.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Poison, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. That is very generous of you. Welcome to Dog Heaven.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour.
Okay, changing the game music skipped the cutscenes, so sorry about that, but the dialogue's gonna be less quiet now. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Now this is a good game.
I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Okay, 50 clicks. We got it. I believe. No, I had the sound on for this one. This game's good, Zoria.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Hey, this box is yellow. We're gonna get there.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
You said 20, dog. It hasn't been 20. I'm a good boy. I listen to instructions. You can't trick me, all right? Okay, that was at least 20. Said 437. This is everything but. Oh, there it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437. Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Where's this fucking...
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Me too. Me too. I'm getting in the swing of things. I'm just glad they gave me a chance, you know?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
You got it, boss. How do I do that?
Yes!
Yeah!
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Hell yeah.
We've almost got it!
Almost.
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Absolutely, man. I love you, Frank. I love you more than my own father.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
Hell yeah.
You really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how
Hell
far
fucking
we've
yeah.
come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement
I'm gonna keep clicking.
was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
That's sick as fuck. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That was clean. That was an any percent speed run, Poison. I hate... Oh, I thought that said I hate moms.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nice try. Nice fucking try.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No, I'm the fucking goat, man. You shut up.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
Okay.
foot here.
Alright, we're making it happen.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What?
Dumbass!
Really?
Dumbass! No shot.
Something. Do you have zero consideration
No
for
shot.
others? Are
Goddamn
you
right I
convinced
do.
that I want something bad to happen to you?
No, I'm just the fucking
I don't know how
goat.
to
The
convince
goat
you
doesn't
of this,
listen.
but
The
I really
mamba
do
does not
want to
listen to
help you, To
orders.
show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Red door,
Now,
blue
listen
door? No
carefully,
shot.
This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The lion does not concern himself with the voices in his head.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red.
Nope.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Nope.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
The lion is
Haven't even finished building
schizophrenic,
sections of
but
the
does
map,
not
because you were
care.
never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Hell
Was
yeah.
it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Goddamn right
I
it
don't
was.
think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
You can't jump!
Skill
God
tree?
damn it!
Work with me. You've given me absolutely
Let me be a
nothing
brat!
So far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Fuck you.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No, fuck you. I'm not doing it. No, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm standing here. I am more stubborn than this game, I swear to God. I got a TikTok to refilm. You cannot bother me. You cannot bother me with this. Fuck you. I'm not going in there. Fuck ass game. Trying to trick me. Next is gonna tell me to do my homework and go to bed at 9 p.m. Fucker. No. I'm checking Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter. Think I give a fuck. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about having to redo this fucking roast, by the way. I'm so fucking tilted about it. I did see Dick Cheney died. God damn it.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand
fuck you.
if you had reservations, you saw
Fuck
ways
you.
the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Spanish. Think Gulf War trading cards? What do you mean? There's a worldwide leaderboard? What the fuck? 2 seconds? What? Do you just like open the game and then close it? God damn it!
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Okay.
You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
Alright.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation
Hold on.
and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course,
Get in a
the
position.
message of the game only becomes clear once you've been
Gamer
playing
lean.
it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be
Warm
sure
up the
to keep
fingers?
notes
Okay.
on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do
Fuck them
because you
kids.
hate babies
Fuck
or
them
purely
kids.
to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know.
Fuck
what
them
to do.
kids.
I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the
Good.
experience for me. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have?
Epidemic, thank you very much for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ha!
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Let me jump, you
I'll say
bitch.
this, I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley.
This is
Look at
garbage.
it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
No. So Maul, next subathon, how much money for you to play the baby game for the whole 4 hours? Probably like $1,000. Probably. Castle, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse. I'm going in your house, dog. I like it here. Never mind, fine. That's all. Another Twitch user. I need you to think about the hourly rate you require to talk about Magic the Gathering and your life while you click a mouse for 4 hours, because for me, $250 an hour is right on. Right on.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Fuck you.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind.
Hey, thank you,
I'm looking for something
Castle.
more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
You know, Maud was that kid you had to trick into eating his peas? No, I ate my vegetables because I knew it was good for me, and I actually looked down on stupid children who required trickery.
I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be?
Castle, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. And Hillix, thank you for the Twitch follow.
What the hell this is?
Is my screen broken, or is it meant to be all black right now? Am I tweaking? You're supposed to be in Portal? I am not. Let me see if I can... I am in pure, utter blackness. How much would I have to bribe you to play a game I think you'd like? During the subathon... I'm trying to walk into this laser. During the subathon, the price was 20 gifted subs. I think next subathon, it's going to be 50. Because this was low-key a disaster. Subathon was great. You all are wonderful. I appreciate your generosity very much. Low-key, the bar that I set for allowing sponsored game time was a complete disaster. Felix, it's still black for me too. I think I just have to start over. Cause I like can't do anything in it now. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Swords to Plowshared by Stanley. Yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open,
Eat my
this
ass.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Even if it's a short roguelike, it's It's more about I am definitely not going to spend the mental energy to begin picking and choosing with different games because I think that undercuts a lot of it and then leads to I do not want to set the expectation of like, oh, I'm going to play this game for cheaper because I like it, and I'm not going to play this game because I don't think I'll like it. I think the point is meant to have me do a different thing. And so since you are paying for an hour of the stream time, that has to be standardized no matter what type of game it's going to be. Another rule that's going to happen on the next subathon is they have to be indie games. Like I think I'm going to set like a file size limit because games like Cultist Simulator are on the edge. I think that one is a little bit too complex, but not overly too complex. Stanley Parable is like perfect. Doug Huggum, perfect. Peglin, perfect. Vampire Survivors, perfect. Like stuff you can get into and get playing really quickly. I have played through Superliminal, yeah, and that would also be a very good game. Baldur's Gate 2, perfect for the wrong reasons. Jazz Jackrabbit, unfortunately perfect.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Goddamn right. Hello? Oh, it's
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think I'm in the map again, but the lights are all off. Like, it's just dark as fuck. No, it's not a black screen. Hold on, can I... Okay, changing the graphics brought it back. Uh-oh. No, this is not intended.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, I've turned off all the computers successfully. I'm a very good boy. I'm reducing our electric bill. That will surely reflect well in the third quarter. Tom, I don't think so.
He entered the door on his left.
Alright, we're doing a good boy run. Just to see what the good boy run is like.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
alright, you bitch.
See his feet when he looked down. Why did doors appear automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if
Is this what taking ADHD meds feels like to everyone else?
This was not a dream.
No.
How could it be? Was Stanley
No, I
simply
can't tell you
deceiving
why I
himself,
know that, but
believing
no.
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely.
I'm just
if
hitting
he
a
could
lot of buttons now.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
I hate that
all I
my
want.
sleep paralysis demon is
I
the
want my
average desk
apartment
job.
And my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Well, fuck.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Why was Stanley jelking it in the
This is
doorway? Because it
story
was a
of woman
dream.
named Mariella.
Okay.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, so the narrator is a mind virus, is what I've learned now. The narrator is a lethal cognitohazard who moves from body to body, driving them to suicide. 10 out of 10, great game. Great game. This cannot be intended. It cannot be intended that it's this dark. Video, advanced, medium. It's not intentional.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
That's
Confirming
fucked.
your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Not for no reason, Tom. We need the boxes for our future
Yet there was
happiness.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might come into a staircase,
Okay.
Stanley walked upstairs
Actual good
to
boy
his
run.
boss's office.
Actual good boy run.
Stepping into his
Why is my
manager's
boss a
office,
fucking
Stanley was once
vampire?
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay, there's something back there. It's dark. I have to figure it out via, like, negative space. So I'm hugging this wall. I can't fucking see shit. Now I'm lost. Now I'm fully lost. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. I have not played this before, Mothman. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Hey, so, quick question. I thought following orders was meant to get one treats, not horrors beyond mortal comprehension. So, Zoria, the trick to that is after you get old enough and wise enough, you learn that the treats are horrors beyond your mortal comprehension because they jog you into true consciousness. Unless it's goldfish. Goldfish bang.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, I said good boy run. I said good boy run. That door will be there another time. I said good boy run.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Okay, X-Man
What horrible
ripoff.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Xavier's lawyers
He
will
had
be
the
hearing about
strength
this shit.
to find out.
Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh, I didn't
Stanley's
I didn't
coworkers.
check my number.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Okay. I think I'm 272 or 274.
Job, that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
For all. Alright, I did it. I've overcome, I've saved us. Okay. Didn't do a goddamn thing, but all right. Maybe I have to hit them in order. Just don't fucking do anything. I hate this game. This game sucks and is bad. It's giving me buttons to press and not giving me a reward for pressing the buttons. I'm tweaking. I'm doing a good boy run. You can't put me on the good boy run and then not give me a reward for being a good boy and hitting all my numbers in order. Come on. There's no 8 Voice of Madness, so I don't... It could be a different code that I just don't know. But I don't think it's the same code, because it was 2845 before.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place, and to everything it stood for. Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. and that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That's cute. This seems like what Disco Elysium desperately wanted to be. And then the game broke again. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What did we learn from this run? Absolutely nothing. I was already enlightened. I'm already woke. You cannot wokeify me further. You can't get me. I do think we have to end there because we're going over time for the whole day. And I don't think we have time to do any other full runs. But that was quite cute. This was definitely more like, it is more art than game. I feel like it succeeds as a piece of art. I don't despise it as a piece of art as I despise some pieces of art. That's very solid. I don't feel particularly compelled to go through and like figure out all the secret endings, but it also doesn't just fucking like try to asphyxiate me with how goddamn clever it is, which I appreciate immensely. It gets close to it. But yeah, very solid game. That is going to be it for today. We're going to find somebody to raid, and then I have to get going to go film with Decked Out. So thank you all for being here. Thank you very much for participating in us just hanging out and playing variety games. I will be live again tomorrow, and we will be doing Commander deck reviews. So Elk is live, but they've been live for 5.5 hours. I feel like there's no way they're going to continue. Who cares? If they won't be live for a very long time, fuck them. They're still in a deck. Hit them with the Bald Kai. If you don't have that, you can pull that up in my chat with ! Bald Kai. Thank you all for being here. I hope you're having a good start to your week, and I will see you all tomorrow. YouTube, that is just going to be it for us. Tomorrow we will be back to the normal schedule.